Ladies and gentlemen, out of honor and respect for our bride, let us stand together.
How do you feel being a married woman?
Wonderful.
Katie's romance novels. They have their successes and failures, their rising and falling action, their conflicts and resolutions. But by the end of the novel, the characters' common vision and their persistence always allows their love to triumph. My sister's ability to envision and to commit has always enabled her to succeed, no matter what conflicts are thrown her way. Katie still has the yellow folder in which she wrote a short story in sixth grade entitled The Four Charms. This story was the start of her future career. Her vision developed, and over 10 years later, her novel based on The Four Charms is being represented by an agent for publishing. Now, she and John are beginning something new, with a shared common vision. And 10 years from now, just like with The Four Charms, we'll be able to look back and remember the successes their marriage has brought them. Just like parents will always consider their kids their babies, older sisters will always see their younger siblings as little sis. What many people don't realize is that the younger sisters will always see their older siblings as big sis too. And you older siblings may not realize it, but we always look out for you guys. With that in mind, I'm overjoyed to know that my big sis is going to spend the rest of her life with someone just as determined, envisioning, charming, and considerate as she is. 10 years ago, Katie was a sixth grader writing her stories and dreaming that one day she would be a famous writer and make a difference in people's lives. Today, she is a married woman, and for the rest of her days, she will be making a difference in John's life, just as he will in hers, and in the lives of our united families. Ashley and I wish the best of luck to both of you, and someday, we're sure your children will love playing the lobby just as much as us.
Today I did heartfelt, today a little more uplifting. It is more than a pleasure to see you two at that table together. Because very few people meet each other and seem like the right fit off You two do. Your generosity, as I mentioned yesterday, and your passion in everything that you do complements each other perfectly, like pieces in a jigsaw puzzle. So, I'm going to turn this over to Mike, but I can only say, we're tag teaming this, I can only say how overjoyed and happy I am, not only that you're getting married, but that you even thought it'd be all right to let this Irish kid depart.
I guess what I have to say is probably best expressed in a story from John and my childhood. Like many young boys, we were pyromaniacs, you know, love burning stuff. And I think we were probably about 11 years old and got a hold of some rubber cement, which, as many of you know, really burns well. And we also had a collection of army men, so we thought we'd reenact some scenes from Apocalypse Now, and John was a helicopter. Unfortunately, he didn't prepare for the fire traveling back up the stream into the jar of rubber cement. And the best way that you could think of to put it out was to start shaking it. And, well, the rubber cement ended up all over John's pants. And quickly, though, you knew to stop, drop, and roll. And I found that hilarious, I'll tell you that. I'll never lose that. And but then, Karen and Grady, your patio is on fire.
Thanks for telling us.
We figured you'd find out eventually. So we randomly got the hose, tried to spray that down, and the water caught on fire. From there, finally, I think we dug up a bunch of dirt and threw it all over the patio, and it went out. And cleverly, John used the hole to dispose of the pants so that no questions would arise. So, I think there's two morals to take from this. The first thing is, Karen Grady, if you're ever doing yard work and you find a pair of pants, don't worry, no murders were committed. And secondly, Kaitlyn, you should know that sometimes John does stupid stuff, but he's diligent, and eventually does find the correct solution. I've been honored to share a great part of my life with John, and I'm so glad to have you part of my extended family. Congratulations.